Welcome to the Winton Way. I'm Irish Marky, and joining me is first team manager Tony McAnally. Game day two, at Winton Park at the weekend in the West of Scotland Football League Premier Division. Full time 5-2 in favour of the Winton. It was our first win of the season, 5 goals scored and 3 points on the board. So Tony, welcome back to the channel. What were your thoughts first off on the performance on Saturday?
Delighted with the result and the performance. I felt the middle hour of the game we were really good. I thought we took control of it after it was a pretty even start to the game. I thought shots maybe started a little bit brighter than us, and then we grew into the game. But I think from maybe about the 25-minute mark, I think we took control of the game and we forced the issue a wee bit with them. I think we maybe had 6 corners in the trot and we started getting at them a little bit, and it culminated with a goal just before half time where we'd put quite a lot of pressure on them, for about 10 minutes prior to that. So, but then I thought we just blew them away, started the second half. Obviously 4 goals in 15 minutes or something like that. We took the game away from them, made it 5-0, and so I was delighted because it was a polar opposite of what we'd done the previous week. We didn't start well in the second half, but this time we'd done really well at the start of the second half. So I was delighted for the players, they deserved that.
As you said, we went in 1-0 at half time, a carbon copy of the week before. After the laugh, and you spoke about learning from that second half spell on Saturday. Do you think the players took those lessons into the game?
Oh, definitely.
Definitely. Second half.
Aye, we were a different team. Second half, I think it was a kind of renewed energy. Obviously, scoring a goal just on half time gave us a big boost. So I think the boys were, up for that after scoring a goal. But I mean, that was quite a scintillating spell just after half time. Scored some cracking goals. Jojo's goal, David Struthers front post, Sam McCloskey scored a peach. So I was delighted with the goals we scored in the second half 5.
You mentioned to the local newspaper that obviously pre-season by design was designed to be tough. Are we starting to see the fruits of that now?
Yeah, I mean, like say people might have read into pre-season. I've been at clubs before where I've had, I'm not saying an easy pre-season, but what I would say is I've had easier games, and what happens is, I remember it distinctly at Pollock, I had a pre-season where we won 6s and 7s and 5s, and we went into the first game of the season and we were undercooked. We played a Premier League team and get taught a lesson at home. I think it was Troon beat us 3-1 and we get absolutely battered that day. And I've learned as a manager that since then, make sure that your pre-season, you've got a mixture of games, but preferably hard pre-season games, because the intensity, because if you're ill prepared, you can get caught out when the competitive stuff starts.
Yeah. On Saturday we were 5-0 up and I'd say we were cruising. Were you kind of disappointed then to go and concede the 2 goals later on in the game?
I was. What I would say is, it is tough to really concentrate in the Premier League for 90 minutes. I was disappointed in the manner of the goals we conceded. I thought they were sloppy. I thought we just lacked concentration in that last 10 minutes, I was going to say. First goal was a bit of a joke. The second goal, to me, was fluky. I mean, it came off the bar. It was meant to be cleared, and the clearance went backwards, and the boy had a tap in, so it was a bit unfortunate, the second goal. But the first goal, we could do a lot better. I thought we had 2 chances to clear. In fact, we cleared it twice, and the third time we went back in, we didn't clear it. We didn't deal with it. So I was disappointed with that. So, yeah.
At our level, having a talented squad and a squad you can rely on is quite important, and it's a squad that's going to get you over the line over a season. So I don't like always picking out certain players, but sometimes I think they deserve it. One I'd like to highlight first of all is Gillespie, one of your new summer signings. He's got 2 games under the belt, 2 starts, 2 goals, 2 assists. That must make you happy.
Oh, definitely. I mean, he's a really talented player. He's a great personality to have about the place. As I say, he's someone that I'd identified as a really good player, and he could bring a lot to our group. His performance was excellent. His hold-up play, his link play, he was bringing others into the game. Some of the stuff he done down the touchline, to get some things in. The wee step over and stuff like that for his goal. Great. I mean, I'm delighted for him because he's a great lad. I really enjoy working with him, actually.
And a player then you've kept from the squad from last year. Another young lad again who's got a bright future again, David Struthers. Again, he's got 2 goals in 2 games also.
Yeah, I mean, I love working with David because what you see is what you get. As I've said to him in the past, and the boys have wound me up, he may not be the most talented player, but by God, he gives you everything. His sweat drips off the end of his nose every training session. He gives you everything. What he maybe lacks in, talent or something like that, he certainly makes up with endeavour, and he's getting his rewards. I mean, he scored last week, he scored this week. I thought in the 60 minutes he was on the pitch, I thought he gave our team massive help in the middle of the park. He snibbed up their most important player. He then took the game to them, and I delighted for him because he's a great kid to work with. He's only 21 years of age, so I delighted for him.
Next up, it's Drumchapel. It's a ground personally I've never been to before, and it's a club I've never faced either. The venue is the Donald Dewar Centre, and the kick-off on Saturday is at 2 p.m. And this is another side from last season's Premier Division. I've looked at their stats before I come down tonight. So last season they finished 13th in the Premier Division with 11 wins, 6 draws and 13 defeats. But if I've got my maths right, 11 of those 13 defeats were at home. So what can we expect going up there on Saturday?
Good side, talented side. I know they had a change of manager. Adam Hope went to Hamilton Accies, who was the manager for them for a while, and Hope had done really well for them. They've changed the manager. I think it's John Black now is in charge. They've got some talent. They've got some really good operators. David Hopkirk is excellent. An ex-player of mine, Rory McIntyre, he's the centre-half sweeper. Very quick, young, talented centre-back. But they've got players across the pitch that are decent players, and they've been used to playing the Premier League the last 4 or 5 seasons. They won the Demolition Cup maybe a couple of years ago. I went to see them, and they've just risen through the ranks, and they're now a proper established Premier League club. So I'm expecting a really, really tough game, a tough test. And I just hope that we take some of what we did well on Saturday and against Glenafton into that game, and we should be okay.
Cool. Well, listen, thanks for your time. 3 points on the board. Enjoy training this week, and we'll touch base after Drumchapel.
No bother. Thanks, Market. Cheers.